protect the safety of all our attendees tonight, all spectators are required to wear a mask and maintain social distancing at all times. We ask that all spectators follow these safety protocols in order to provide a safe environment for all. At the end of tonight's game, we're asking all spectators to be asked to leave the premises immediately in order to avoid large group gatherings. The Wilson School District greatly appreciates your diligence and respect toward these important safety protocols. Thank you.
Good evening and welcome to the 2020 edition of the Wilson High School Marching Band. Their show this year is entitled Do You Remember? And features popular music classics from the past. This evening the band will be performing the first number of their show, the Beatles' Eleanor Rigby. The band staff includes Kathleen McFadden as the head of music and visual, who is assisted by Austin Reed. The head of percussion is Steve Roman, who is assisted by Jason Beck, Alex Beilhart, and Brett Jarvis. The head of the color guard is Emma Osley, who is assisted by Michelle McKinnon and Kelly Quinter. The drill was designed by Justin McAdams, and the program coordinator is Justin Madewell. The staff coordinator is Emily Fredericks, and the director is David Cooper. Student leadership includes flute section leader Owen Farrell, clarinet section leaders Samantha Singleton and Sarah Ulrich, and saxophone section leader Jake Schmitz. The high brass section leader is Catherine Klein, and the low brass section leader is Rebecca Chrisman. The percussion section leaders are Annie Zulich for the front ensemble and Bryn Heister for the battery. The color guard captains are Summer Light, Melanie McKinnon, and Emma Melnick. And now, on the direction of drum majors Anna Gutzler and Cameron Wagner, you have the Wilson High School Marching Band.
Michelle McKinnon and Kelly Quinter. The drill was designed by Justin McAdams, and the program coordinator is Jonathan Madewell. The staff coordinator is Emily Fredericks, and the director is David Cooper. Student leadership includes flute section leader Owen Farrell, clarinet section leaders Samantha Singleton and Sarah Ulrich, and saxophone section leader Jake Schmitz. The high brass section leader Catherine Klein, low brass section leader Rebecca Chrisman. Percussion section leaders are Annie Zulich for the front ensemble and Bryn Heister for the battery. Color guard captains Summer Light, Melanie McKinnon, and Demma Melnick. And now, under the field direction of drum majors Anna Gutzler and Cameron Wagner, the Wilson High School Marching Band.
Oh, you got it?
Yeah, I definitely got it.
Cool.
Such a far different. Like my dad and I say when we watch. With Colin, we watch Colin. And he's the only person out there.
Yeah.
And now I'm watching blocking and linebacker, and I'm like, this is so he brought them home, and then two of the fingers were split out. Because Mikkel's like, boy, that's your third pair of the season. See, his hands get really soft. And they say way that was. But he probably just takes them off and leaves them in a ball. And a lock.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Instead of opening them up and like.
Yeah, and letting them breathe.
They stink. So.
Get over. That was nice.
Well, he graduated with college.
Yeah.
They were friends for a while. Like now, as older they got, they didn't.
Yeah.
And Colin couldn't get home.
Yeah.
When we were there, you guys were there. Just like the football team was It's two in his class. It's two in his class.
I think number 88.
Here from the Wilson Bulldogs. We ask that you please rise for the presentation of the colors. Tonight, the colors will be presented by Command Sergeant Kurt Jackson, First Sergeant Pete Casby, Staff Sergeant Haley Geltz, and Staff Sergeant Jaden Brightbill. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that you please remove your hats as we honor America with the singing of our national anthem by Wilson Senior Aaron Becker.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, tuning in from wherever you are joining us on this Friday, October 16th, for a showdown between the Cedar Crest Falcons and your Wilson Bulldogs. Unfortunately for all of you at home, you are unable to attend at this time. However, for myself and all of the folks with the Wilson Media Productions team, we hope to bring you high-quality coverage from tonight's game. Cedar Crest comes into tonight's matchup with a 1-3 record. They're 1-2 in league play, while Wilson enters at 3-1 and are undefeated with a 3-0 record in league play. However, Cedar Crest cannot be taken lightly. Their height at receiver poses a threat at all times, and beyond that, their running backs offer a solid 1-2 punch with the ability to run the triple option, something that challenged the Bulldogs in Week 1 against Mifflin. Wilson comes off another solid victory last week, and they look to capitalize again here tonight. Cedar Crest will be kicking off here. And the kick is away off the foot of Jackson Smock. Fielded by Capitano. Capitano has a seam. He's down the sideline. He's got the kicker to beat, and the kicker wraps him up, and the kicker takes him down, but not before a wonderful return. Capitano all the way down to the 25-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs, in excellent territory to start off the game. So great blocking and a phenomenal return sets up the Bulldogs at the 25-yard line here. Caleb Brown in the gun. Man in motion is Troy Corson, number 1. Brown takes a snap, rolls to his left, designed run. He's got a block, he's got a seam, hits the outside, and he'll be taken out of bounds, but not before he gets down to the 11-yard line. That'll be another 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs.
11-yard line, be a Bulldog 1st down.
Yeah, you heard a thud. I mean, saw Cedar Crest go like this and then stop getting spread. That was a thud, whoever was hanging the ball. It sealed everything.
Brown takes a snap. He'll look to run again. He's swallowed up, though, pretty early on. Pick up a couple.
Brown keeps for the Bulldogs.
He'll fall forward down to the 6-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 5 here for the Bulldogs with 11 minutes and 26 seconds left in the first quarter.
6-yard line.
Yeah, I see that.
Brown in the gun. Takes a snap, hands off to Jaden Jones, number 4. And Jones will plow into the end zone. That's a touchdown for the Bulldogs. It's 6-0 early. Jack Wagner on to kick the extra point. Kick is up. And the kick is good. So it'll now be 7-0 for the Bulldogs with 10 minutes, 56 seconds left in the first quarter. Excellent return, sets up a quick touchdown on 3 quick rushing plays by the Bulldogs. Back to return for Cedar Crest is number 6, Isaiah Gonzalez, and number 13, Tyrese Stewart. Kicking for the Bulldogs again, number 98, Jack Wagner. And that kick will sail all the way out of the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback, and Cedar Crest takes over on the 20-yard line. Snap taken, handoff given to the fullback, and the fullback is swallowed up immediately, dragged down by Jeff Collison.
Richards on the carry, brought down by Collison.
Aiden Richards, number 24 on the carry. Will be a second down and 14 from the 16-yard line. Collison was an all-Lancaster Lebanon defensive tackle last year, and he showed why on that play. Snap taken, drop back by number 12, gets the pass off. Incomplete pass. Pressure in his face by Ethan Capitano.
Third down for the Falcons.
3rd and 14 now from the 16-yard line. That'll be Dan's in the gun. Timeout taken by Cedar Crest. Looked to be some confusion as to who's supposed to be on the field. It'll be timeout for Cedar Crest with 10 minutes, 7 seconds left in the first quarter. Snap taken by Dans, drops back to pass. It'll be a screen pass over everybody's head as he just tries to get it away with pressure immediately in his face. It'll be 4th and 14 now, again from the 16-yard line.
Nolan Groff in punt formation for the Cedar Crest Falcons. Backbeat for the Bulldogs. Hang out.
Nolan Groff on as the punter right now, and Spencer Tenga back to return. Punt is away, almost blocked by Capitano. Tenga will catch the ball just ahead of midfield. They'll rule it at the 46, it looks like. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs, taking over on the Cedar Crest 46. Man in motion again is number 1, Corson. Pass to the left. Be a quick completion taken down the sideline for a pickup of a first down.
Going down by Richard. Down for a Wilson first down.
Looked like Corey Powers on the reception. Tight end screen to the left. Will be 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs from the 34-yard line. Brown in the gun has Jones to his right. Brown takes a snap. Hand off to Jones. Jones will bounce off one tackle. He has an open seam inside the 20. And not taken down until he's inside the 10-yard line at the 8-yard line. Another first down for the Bulldogs, and it'll be 1st and goal.
Going down by Stewart for the Falcons.
Tyree Stewart on the tackle. It'll be 9 minutes and 21 seconds left here in the first quarter.
1st and 10 Bulldogs from the 8-yard line.
Snap taken. Hand off to Jones again. Jones cuts it back up the middle. Will pick up a couple yards down to the 6. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Going down by Clayman for the Falcons. I'll bring up a 2nd down from the 6-yard line.
Snap taken by Brown. Fakes the handoff to Jones. Hurdles one man. Taken down to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 3 on the read option and hurdle by Caleb Brown.
I'll bring up a 2nd down. 3rd down from the 3-yard line.
3rd and goal from the 3. Just over 8 minutes left in the first quarter. Brown takes a snap, drops back to pass. He has a receiver open. That was Diaby. And the pass will be incomplete. Excuse me. It'll be 4th and goal from the 3-yard line, and the kick team is on. Jack Wagner on the kick. Troy Corson with the hold. And the kick is up, and the kick is good. It'll be 10-0 Bulldogs early here. Just over 4 minutes elapsed in the first quarter. And again, back deep to return for Cedar Crest is Isaiah Gonzalez and Tyree Stewart. And Wagner will kick. And the ball bounced in the end zone. It'll be another touchback. Cedar Crest will take over from the Wilson, or their own 20-yard line. Snap taken. Hand off to number 24. Will be tripped up. That's Aiden Richards on the carry.
Brought down by Corson.
Tackle made by Troy Corson.
Bring up a 2nd and 3.
He's 2nd and 3 after that run gain of 7. Down to the 27. Snap taken by Dans. Handoff made again. The ball's loose. Wilson scoops it. Jaden Jones to the house. Touchdown Bulldogs. Jaden Jones for miscommunication. Bumbled snap. Scoops and scores. It'll be 16-0 Bulldogs. 7 minutes and 7 seconds left in the first quarter. Wagner's kick up, and Wagner's kick is good. 17-0 Bulldogs.
17, Cedar Crest 0.
Wagner to kick off again. Back deep, number 13, Tyrese Stewart. And it looks as though my numbers were mistaken. Number 6 is actually Owen Chernick. And that'll bounce in the end zone. 3 kicks, 3 touchbacks for Wagner. It'll be first down and 10 from the 20-yard line. Dan's in the pistol, has 24. Aiden Richards to his right. Handoff faked. Play action pass over the middle, caught by number 11, taken down. Completed to Ethan Heisey, taken down by Eric Jackson.
First down, Cedar Crest. On the 38-yard line.
Cedar Crest likes to line up with 2 running backs, with Aiden Richards as well as Fernando Marquez in the backfield. Haven't yet called Marquez's number tonight, but it's only a matter of time before they do so. And the handoff will go to Richards, excuse me.
Brought down by Powers and Corson.
Be a second down now.
Second down.
Second down and about 8 from the 40-yard line.
For the Falcons.
Dan takes a snap, fakes the handoff, quick pass, number 10 is completed, taken down immediately by Corson. completed to Nolan Groff.
Brought down by Corbin.
Tackled as soon as he catches the ball. It'll be a 3rd and 2.
Third down, and we'll call it 2 for the Falcons.
Dan's in the backfield. Has Richards to his left. And the hard count.
Encroachment on red. 5-yard penalty.
The hard count works. It'll be a 5-yard penalty, and it'll be a first down now for Cedar Crest, their first time in Wilson territory all night. It'll be 1st and 10 from the Wilson 49-yard line. Hard count proved effective. A couple of Wilson guys jumped. Man in motion, number 11. That is Ethan Heisey. Snap taken. Pass goes to number 10. That's Nolan Groff.
Pass complete is Goff.
Groff taken down at the 40.
Brought down by Jackson and Corson.
Excuse me, it looks like they'll rule it at the 41.
2nd and 2.
We 2nd and 2 now for Cedar Crest. Dan's is very accurate, and he gets his passes off quickly. Takes a snap, fakes a handoff to Richards, and that pass will tip off the fingers of number 2. That's Max Scipione.
Intended for Scipione. Now bring up a 3rd down for the Falcons.
It'll be 3rd and 2 for the 2nd time on this drive, this time from the Wilson 41, with 4 minutes and 24 seconds left in the first quarter. Be the pistol formation again for Cedar Crest. Man in motion, number 10, Groff. Snap taken, given to the up man. Just kidding. Pitch it back to number 44. That's Marquez, and Marquez will be dropped in the backfield for a loss of about 4 on the play. He'll bring up a 4th and 6 now.
Brought down by Trooper. Bring up a 4th down for the Falcons at the Wilson 45.
So on 4th and 6 from the 45 and in danger of falling behind big early, it looks like Cedar Crest is electing to go for it on 4th and 6. 3 receivers stacked at the top of your screen. Dan drops back, throws a deep ball, and that'll just sail out of bounds. Defended on the play by Corson and Jackson. Wilson will take over on their own 45. It'll be 1st and 10 with 4 minutes and 11 seconds left. Snap taken by Brown, drops back and looks to pass. Brown has a man over top, and he'll just sail the ball right in between of number 1, Troy Corson, and number 11, Sean Dendel. There is a penalty flag down on the play, right at the line of, or 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Cody on red, number 59. There'll be a 10-yard penalty from the spot.
It'll be a holding penalty on Wilson, a 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. It'll be a repeat of 1st down, but it'll be a 1st and about 25 now. Say first and 24 from the 31.
And the penalty brings up a first and 24 for the Bulldogs from the 31-yard line.
Man in motion is Corson. Corson in the backfield. Brown takes a snap, hands off to Jones.
Mason Leonard on the carry.
Excuse me, that's Mason Leonard, not Jaden Jones. Leonard will run the ball up to the 38-yard line. It'll be a second and 17. Pickup of 7 on the play. Nice run by Leonard. Corson in the backfield again. Brown takes the snap. Takes the handoff to Leonard. Pass will be over the head of Corson. They'll rule that it was a backwards pass, which makes this a fumble. And just like that, Cedar Crest will take over now at the 22-yard line.
Braden Kohler picks up the fumble and returns it to the Falcons. I'll bring up a first down on the 17-yard line.
So it'll be a first and 10 from the 17-yard line for Cedar Crest. Dan takes the snap, fakes the hands off to number 24. Richards tries to bounce it to the outside and takes it a couple yards.
Brought down by Drake for the Bulldogs.
Gain of about 3 on the play will bring up a second and 7 from the Bulldogs 14.
7 for the Falcons.
Handoff made to Richards, who then pitches back to Marquez, and Marquez is dropped back at the 20-yard line.
Marquez on the carry.
Taken down by Drake and Cam Jones.
Bring up a third.
We have 3rd and 14 from the 21-yard line for Cedar Crest. Wilson's done a very good job of stifling the option early. Something that fans should be happy to see after the Mifflin game week 1, where it was executed to perfection against them and not defended particularly well. Dan's rolls to his right. Pressure coming from behind. He gets the pass off. Pass will be taken. A lot of lateral movement.
Jansen's pass complete.
He'll be taken down just before the 10-yard line, and that will not be enough for the first down. We have 4th and 4 from the 11-yard line. Cam Jones on the tackle.
Down to the Falcons. And caught 4.
Braden Kohler had the catch and run.
Flag on the play.
Hard count might have gotten his own lineman this time.
False start on White.
It will. It'll be a 5-yard penalty. It's now 4th and 9 for Cedar Crest. Hard count proved effective earlier, helped them pick up a 3rd and short. This time they were looking to make a conversion on 4th down.
After the penalty,
But one of their linemen flinched,
9 for the Falcons.
and it'll make it 4th and 9 now. From the 16-yard line, Dans will take the snap. Drops back, looks to throw. Pressure in his face immediately, and that ball will just land in the end zone.
Bulldogs take over.
Defender in the area looked like it was Troy Corson again. Wilson will take over from the 16-yard line. It'll be a 1st and 10 for Wilson with 1:29 here left in the first quarter. Brown in the backfield has Leonard to his right. Snap taken. Fakes the handoff to Leonard. Brown keeps it for himself, and he's taken down right at the 25-yard line. Fall forward at the 26. There is a Bulldog down on the play. That looks like number 59, Ethan Ashcroft. Ashcroft gets to his feet quickly, and he'll be able to walk off the field under his own power, something you love to see. Hopefully nothing too serious for him. So after that gain, it'll be another 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs from the 26-yard line.
First down, Bulldogs from the 26-yard line.
Man in motion is Corson. Brown takes a snap, tosses to his left. He has Leonard. Leonard has a seam on the outside, and Leonard will take the ball all the way down to the 45-yard line. Mason Leonard in the game again today. Missed a little bit of time after suffering an injury in the first week. But he's been back, and he's played well so far tonight. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Leonard in the backfield, a couple of receivers bunched to the top of the screen. Snap taken, handoff to Leonard. Leonard will plow ahead. Will be taken down at the 47-yard line. It'll be a pickup of about 3 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and 7 now for the Bulldogs.
2nd and 6 for the Bulldogs from the 48.
Corson in motion again. Brown takes a snap, tosses back to Corson. Corson makes one-man miss with the juke. Corson has a seam. Corson's out like a light. Down to the 40-yard line. It'll be a 1st down for the Bulldogs. Out like a light is probably the wrong analogy to use. Probably should have said something like off like a bullet, but 1st down for the Bulldogs regardless. Always good to have some level of self-awareness as the first quarter comes to a close here. It's 17-0 for the Bulldogs.
It's that time to introduce our cheerleaders. Sophomore cheerleaders, Ava Amato, Rachel Faniglietti, Courtney Butrick, Abby Miller, Rachel Roberts, Brooke Stewart, and Maddie Wolchinski. Junior cheerleaders, Riley Cosgrove, Gracie Dallas, Emily Gallo, Emily Imhoff, Kelsey Imhoff, Sarah Kate Levanti, Abby Skanerick, Madeline Walbert, and Carly Wayman. Our senior cheerleaders, Alexa Sapola, Michaela Cosgrove, Destiny Fox, Lucy Mack, Katie McCormick, Lydia McIntosh, Anya Muir, Layla Sade, Jalen Soto, Jaya Young, Isabella Walters, Ashley Wenger, and Madeline Weston. Thank you, girls.
Bounces it to the outside. He has a little bit of running room, and he'll pick up a couple yards with his feet. Down to the 42-yard line. Gain of about 2 on the play. It'll be a 2nd and 8 now for Wilson from the 38. Leonard lined up to the right of Brown. Brown takes the snap, hands off to Leonard. Leonard gets back to the line of scrimmage, might have picked up a yard.
Run down by Cedar for the Falcons. No gain.
And the rule of no gain on the play. 3rd and 8 now for the Bulldogs. Snap taken by Brown, drops back to pass. Has a receiver open in Corson. Corson makes one man miss. Almost gets taken down, but is able to stay upright. He'll have a 1st down, and it'll be down to the 28-yard line. With 11 minutes left to play in the 2nd quarter, it'll be a 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs from the 28-yard line. Jaden Jones checks back in at running back. He's lined up to the left of Brown. Brown takes a snap. Delayed handoff to Jones. Jones has a seam to the right. Picks up close to 5 on the play. Down to the 24-yard line. It'll be a 2nd and 6 now.
Now the 2nd and 6 for the Bulldogs at the 24-yard line.
And that looks like it might have been a false start. It will be a false start against the Bulldogs. A 5-yard penalty brings up a 2nd and 11. A little bit of commotion on the right side of the line there. Brown in the gun. Movement again on the left side of the line. And that'll be another false start. It's now 2nd and 16 for the Bulldogs. And the ball that was once at the 24-yard line is now at the 34-yard line. Man in motion is Powers. Brown takes a snap, hands off to Jones. Jones has a seam to the left, big block. Jones has daylight ahead of him. Jones is inside the 5, and he's taken down at the 1-yard line. Big time run on 2nd and forever. And that'll be Bulldogs ball, 1st and goal from the 1. Jones again in the backfield. Lined up next to Brown. Brown takes a snap. Hand off to Jones, and Jones is in. Touchdown, Bulldogs, 23-0. With 8:53 left in the second quarter, brings Jack Wagner on for the extra point attempt. Wagner's kick. Up and good. It'll be 24-0 now.
Wilson 24, Cedar Crest 0.
Wagner on to kick off for the Bulldogs. This time he is kicking slightly against the wind. That'll be a line drive kick, bounces a few times, fielded by number 6. He's taken down just past the 20-yard line. That's Chernick on the return. I'll have the ball down to the 13-yard line, it looks like. 23-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 now for Cedar Crest at the 23. Dan's with Richards and Marquez at the backfield. Hands off to Richards. Richards has his legs taken out from under him at the 25-yard line. Pickup of about 2. Tackle made by Jeff Collison and Matt Schrufer. It'll be 2nd and 8 now. Snap taken, handoff given. Richards has the ball. Richards takes the ball up towards the 30-yard line, but he'll be taken down, it looks like, right at the 30. Tackle made by Troy Corson and Gavin Goose Leonard. 3rd and 3 now for Cedar Crest. Seven and a half minutes left in the half. No team has used, well, Wilson has not used any of their timeouts. Cedar Crest used one very early in the game. 2 left for him. Snap taken. Pitch given to Richards. Richards swallowed up in the backfield. Loss of 1 on the play.
Richards on the carry. Going down by Collison and Corson.
It'll bring up a 4th down now. 4th and 4. Back to punt is Nolan Groff. Spencer Tanga back to return for the Bulldogs. Gruff gets the punt away. Ball's end over end. Will be untouched by the Bulldogs and down at the 36-yard line. Wilson will take over 1st and 10 with 6.5 minutes to go. Brown takes the handoff. Fakes the handoff, I should say. Takes the ball up, and the ball is loose. It looks like Brown was able to recover, but we'll see what the ruling. He does recover. Covers right at the 35. It'll be a loss of 1 on the read option play. Ball was stripped, but Brown was able to dive back on it.
Second now for the Bulldogs.
Be 2nd and 11 now.
11 yards to go.
Mason Leonard back in the game at running back. And that'll be a timeout taken by Cedar Crest. Their 2nd of the half. They have 1 remaining. Second and 11. Brown takes a snap, drops back to pass. Has pressure coming from behind. He's shoved but not taken down. He has room to run, and he will. You know he can make a play with his legs. And Brown is gone all the way to the house. A 65-yard rushing touchdown for Caleb Brown has the Bulldogs up now 30-0. Wagner on for the kick. Kick is up, and the kick is good. Yes, good. 31-0 for the Bulldogs. Caleb Brown finished last season with 750 rushing yards, and you saw why on that play. If he gets a seam, he's not afraid to make a couple guys miss, and he has the speed to make it happen. Wagner to kick. Stewart and Chernick back again for the Falcons. Kick is away. That ball will bounce before the end zone. Takes a friendly bounce for the Falcons. Chernick will return the ball up to the 15. Taken down at the 16-yard line.
Fourth down by Daniels. I'll bring up a 1st and 10 for the Falcons.
1st and 10 for the Falcons with 5.5 minutes left to play. Snap taken by Dans. Drops back to pass. Pressure coming from Schrufer. Has a man open. And that'll be an incomplete pass, as the ruling looks like Nolan Groff trapped the ball. Would have been a big pickup, but it'll be a 2nd and 10 for the Falcons instead. Second and 10 from the 17-yard line. Dan's in the backfield with 2 backs again. Man in motion is Groff. Snap taken. Handoff given to Richards. Richards almost tripped up. And then taken down after a gain of a couple.
I'll bring up a 3rd down for the Falcons.
Be a 3rd and 9 after a gain of 1. Ball's at the 18-yard line for the Falcons. And we're under 5 minutes here left in the half. Snap taken by Dans. Drops back to pass. Uncorks a long one. Intercepted. It looks like intercepted. And intercepted by Caleb Brown. Making plays with the legs and his arms. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. The 46-yard line. Ball popped up in the air and brilliant dexterity to be able to dive and pick that ball off before it hits the ground. Brown takes the snap, drops back, pitches to Leonard, and that'll be an incomplete pass because it was a forward shovel pass. 2nd and 10 for the Bulldogs. Brown takes a snap. Has a receiver open to his right. That's Corson. Corson has a seam. Corson spins his way down to the 26-yard line. That'll be a 1st down for the Bulldogs.
Chernick on the tackle. 1st down, Bulldogs.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 26 with 4 minutes, 10 seconds left here in the first half. Brown takes a snap. Hands off to Leonard. Leonard bounces it outside. Leonard has a seam. Mason Leonard all the way into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. It'll make it 37-0 now. And with that score, Wilson has now taken a 35-plus point lead, which means from here on out we will have a running clock. Wagner on for the extra point. And that kick is good. It'll be 38-0.
Extra point is good. They go to score Wilson 38, Cedar Crest 0.
Wilson's ground game on full display here tonight, as it has been for a few other games this season. Quarterback Caleb Brown able to make plays with his legs. Jaden Jones and Mason Leonard tonight have both put on a show. And in previous weeks, due to injuries, Mason Leonard's brother Gavin has also done a phenomenal job picking up yards on the ground, as well as scores for the Bulldogs. Wagner on the kick, as now it looks like Donovan Adams and Jay Huber are back for the Falcons. Kick is away. And that kick will be out of bounds, which will be a penalty. That'll be an illegal kick out of bounds, which will place the ball up at the 40-yard line, I believe. Excuse me. The 35-yard line. And with 3:43 left in the half, Cedar Crest takes over at their own 35. Snap taken by Dans, fakes the handoff, passes above everybody's head. Incomplete pass is a second down and 10 now.
Intended for Heisey. Bring up a second down.
Snap taken. Drops back. Pressure immediately. That'll be incomplete pass out of bounds. Covers on the play by Powers. 3rd and 10 now for the Falcons. Man in motion is Groff. Snap taken by Dans. Drops back. Has Groff across the middle. Groff will be taken down at the 40-yard line.
Brought down by Powers. Bring up a 4th down.
Looks like they might be giving him the 41. And that'll be a 4th and 4 now. from the 41-yard line. Groff back to punt for the Falcons. Spencer Tenga again back to return.
For the Bulldogs, Tanga.
And the ball will bounce and roll all the way back past the 20. And a great punt by Groff will put the Wilson back at their own 15 with 2:38 left in the half.
First and 10.
Brown takes a snap, drops back, has Tenga. Tanga's open, and Tenga tripped up down at the 33-yard line. And for those of you keeping track at home of the time and how it doesn't seem to be moving too much, that is because the mercy rule that I thought took effect as soon as the 35-point lead took place actually only takes place if it happens in the second half. That'll be an incomplete pass off the hands of Corson, and the clock will stop.
Bring up a second and 10.
Second and 10 for the Bulldogs from the 33. So if Wilson were to maintain a 35-point lead going into the half, as soon as the second half starts, there will be a running clock. However, up until the beginning of the second half, the clock will continue to stop for all of the normal stoppages. Corson in motion. Snap taken, pressure coming. He has Corson out to the right. Corson has some speed. Makes one man miss, cuts it back on the side. Corson taken down, but not before getting to the other side of the field. Down to the 43-yard line. It'll be a first and 10 for the Bulldogs with 2 minutes and 8 seconds left in the half.
First and 10 Wilson at the 36.
There is a player down for Cedar Crest over on the far sideline. And he'll be able to get up and walk off the field. It's number 24, that's Richards. The running back who's gotten most of their carries so far today. Brown lines up. Gavin Leonard to his right now. Snap taken, drops back, looks to throw. He has Tanga, and Tanga will drop the ball.
Brown pass intended for Tanga, incomplete, resulting in a second and 10.
It'll be 3rd and 10 now for the Bulldogs from the 38-yard line. 1:48 left to play in the first half. Leonard again to the right. Brown drops back, looks to throw. He has Powers open. Powers inside the 15. Taken down at the 14-yard line. Big time completion right down the seam.
Wilson first down
We have 1st and 10 with 1:40 left in the half.
at the 14-yard line. Sideline warning on White.
And Cedar Crest receives a sideline warning now. Brown takes the snap. Had Diaby out to the right, and the ball will glance through his hands. Incomplete pass brings up 2nd and 10. The clock will stop with 1:35 left here in the first half. Snap taken by Brown, rolls to his left. And Brown is dropped in the backfield.
Brown sacked by number 26, Trayvon Zerby for the Falcons.
And that'll be a loss of about 8 on the play. It'll be 3rd and 18 now from the 22-yard line. Clock is moving. 1:10 left in the first half. Third and long would be an opportunity to pass, but it wouldn't be surprising to see them run the ball here with Leonard, given the success of the ground game so far today. It will drop back to pass. He had an open receiver, and the receiver is completely decked on a catchable ball before the ball got there. And that's an incomplete pass for the Bulldogs. Corey Powers out on the ground, attempting to make the catch. And Wagner will be on to kick a field goal here. Wagner's kick is up. And Wagner's kick is good from 39. 41-0 for the Bulldogs.
41, Cedar Crest, 0.
Wagner on to kick off again. Wagner's kick is away. Donovan Adams on the return. Tries to bounce the ball out to his left and swallowed up at the 16-yard line.
Down by Cameron Jones. First down, Cedar Crest from the 18-yard line.
It'll be a 1st and 10 for Cedar Crest from the 18-yard line. 35 seconds here left in the first half. Snap taken by Dans. Pass made out to the left.
Dan's pass complete.
Completed and taken down right away at the 26-yard line.
Kohler.
It'll be a 21-yard line. No, that's the
7.
wide open was number 7, Xavier Murkey, but that'll be incomplete.
Incomplete.
So with the ball on the 26-yard line,
37 for the Falcons.
it'll be a 3rd and 3.
I don't know that they were playing so much as they were like hanging out there like Falcons.
8 seconds left in the half.
Congratulations.
Dance takes a snap. Pressure coming. Gets the pass off. Defended by Jackson. Tipped up in the air. And it'll be 4th and 7 now for Cedar Crest. 3 seconds here left in the first half.
Fourth down for the Falcons.
It'll be 4th and 3 from the 26-yard line. The punt is away. And that punt will go out of bounds. And that'll be the end of the first half. Wilson leads with a score of 41. Cedar Crest, nothing. We'll be back here after halftime.
You got him at the house.
What?
You have him at the house.
Here's a Major League Baseball score. Houston Astros 4, Tampa Bay 1.
If anybody lost a cell phone, it's in the press box. It has a coral case to it. So if it's your phone, we have it safe up here in the press box. Couple halftime scores. Central Dolphin 21.
You can reset the
Altoona
clock
15.
to 3 minutes.
Exeter 28, Berks Catholic 21. These are both halftime scores.
And welcome back here at West Lawn as Wilson is now set to kick off. They received the ball to start off the game. The opening kickoff was returned all the way down to the 25-yard line by Ethan Capitano, where the Bulldogs quickly thereafter capitalized, scoring a touchdown. And it looks like now kicking off for the Bulldogs is Ofiure Odiale.
Odiale kicking off for the Bulldogs. Wampshire and Adams deep for the Falcons.
His kick is up and away. Fielded just inside the 10. Donovan Adams returns, sheds a couple tackles.
Adams on the return.
Goes out of bounds right around the 25-yard
Brought
line.
down by Rigdon for the Bulldogs. Bring up a 1st and 10.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. As of right now, Hempfield, who the Bulldogs play at home next week, are currently down 42-7 against Manheim Township, meaning that if the scores hold, Wilson would move into sole possession of first place in the Lancaster Lebanon League after tonight.
Dan pitches to Richards.
Pitch made to Marquez.
Or excuse me, Marquez.
Short gain on the play. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Brubaker and Mimo on the tackle for the Bulldogs. Bring up a 2nd and 9.
Dance takes a snap, fakes the handoff. Play action pass over the middle is incomplete, intended for Scipione.
Bring up a 3rd and 10.
Dance takes a snap, rolls to his right, steps up, makes one man miss, deep pass. Looked like it was intercepted, and it is intercepted. Wilson, John Tomeo takes the ball away at the 49-yard line.
Tamayo on the interception for the Bulldogs. 1st down, Wilson.
1st and 10 for the Bulldogs at the 49. And it looks like Brubaker has taken over at quarterback. Caleb Brown's day is done. Takes the snap. Drops back. Looks to throw. And that pass is a little bit too high for Darren Ermold.
Incomplete. Intended for Ermold. Bring up a 2nd down.
Jason Beckford in the game at running back. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 49. With 9.5 minutes left to play in the 3rd quarter. Brubaker takes a snap. Snap is high. Snap is on the ground. Brubaker lucky to be able to dive on that when he did. Christian Garcia got into the backfield in a hurry for the Falcons. That'll make it 3rd down now.
Calling in a 3rd and 19 for Wilson.
3rd and 19 from the 42. Needing to get down to the 39 of Cedar Crest. Brubaker takes a snap, looks to throw. Pressure in his face. Gets back close to the line of scrimmage. Taken down for a loss of 1. Max Scipione with the sack. Make it 4th and 20 for the Bulldogs, and the punt unit will come out. Jack Wagner back to punt.
That's Jack Wagner in punt formation for the Bulldogs. Taylor back deep for the Falcons.
Wagner's punt is away. It's a high punt. Ball takes a bounce and gets down by the Bulldogs at the 35-yard line. Cedar Crest takes over 1st and 10 on their own 35.
Cedar Crest takes over 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Dan's under the gun. Sorry, under center. Takes a snap. Hands the ball off to Marquez. Marquez tripped up, but he keeps his legs about him. Churns ahead down to the 39-yard line. Excuse me, that's Jay Huber in at quarterback, not Christopher Dans. Huber in the backfield with Marquez on his right. 2nd and 6. Snap taken, fakes to Marquez. Pass completed to Groff. Groff has the 1st down and a little bit more.
Huber's pass complete.
Pass down to the 48-yard line. Cedar Crest will have a 1st and 10 there.
Fernandez. Good enough for a Cedar Crest 1st down.
Under 6.5 minutes here left to play in the 3rd quarter. Huber takes a snap, hands off to Marquez. Marquez will muscle forward for a gain of about 3. That'll be down to the 49 of Wilson. 2nd and 7 here. Huber in the gun. Marquez to his right. Snap taken, drops back. Screen pass, dumps it off to Marquez. Marquez will be dropped in the backfield before he's able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Taken down right around the 48. That'll be the original line of scrimmage. Which will make this a 3rd and 10 for Cedar Crest. Back over to their side of the field.
Holding a 3rd and 11.
Tackle on the play made by Jason Beckford. Huber drops back, looks to throw, has a receiver. Depending on where they mark it, they'll call it an incomplete pass. He'll say that Murky trapped it. It would have been close depending on where they marked it as to whether or not he had the 1st down, but they'll say incomplete, which will make it 4th and 11. 4 minutes left in the quarter. And Groff back to punt for Cedar Crest.
Tamayo deep for the Bulldogs.
John Tamayo back deep to return. He'll call for the fair catch, and he's interfered with. Flag ducks him out.
Penalty on the play.
Fair catch was signaled for. Now there will be discussion as to whether or not the fair catch was signaled too late or whether or not it is fair catch interference. And they'll say that the signal came a little bit too late, and there will be no flag for interference.
From the 20-yard line.
He also may have been blocked into the returner, which would be another reason that it would not be interference. Beckford will take a snap, runs up the middle. First down for the Bulldogs, down to the 42-yard line.
For Wilson, first down. Run down by
The 37-yard line, excuse me. First and 10. Brubaker under the gun. Beckford to his right. Brubaker takes a snap, looks to throw, has a receiver, that's Diaby. That's right off his hands.
Incomplete.
He had a receiver with space, but the ball will deflect off Diaby's hands. That'll be 2nd and 10 now for the Bulldogs from the 38. 2.5 minutes left in the third quarter. And in motion is Nick Weitzel. Snap taken. Hand off to Beckford. Beckford sets the edge.
Beckford on the carry.
And he'll run it forward for a gain of a few.
Pick up a 5-yard.
Down to the 43. It'll be 3rd and 5 now for the Bulldogs.
Excuse me, 3rd and 5. At the 43-yard line.
Snap taken high, bobble a little bit. Will fire across the middle of the field for Tenga.
Brubaker's pass incomplete.
And that'll be an incomplete pass. It's now 4th and 5 for the Bulldogs.
For Wilson.
We're now down under a minute left to play in the third quarter.
Back deep for the Falcons. Jack Wagner in punt formation for Wilson.
Wagner back again to punt.
Lee, Evans in. Lee, Evans in. Stop looking at your phone. You just ran in from the sidelines, that's all I know.
Wagner with a booming kick. Fair catch called for and taken. Very narrowly avoided that pass or that kick going over his head.
Kohler in return. Wilson takes over on downs. From the 14-yard line.
That'll be Cedar Crest taking the punt. First down on the 14-yard line. Snap taken. Huber pitches to his right. And that's Ethan Heisey.
Huber flips to Heisey.
Dropped in the backfield for a loss of 4 down to the 10-yard line. Be a 2nd and 14 now.
Rocco Hellig on the tackle for the Bulldogs.
And that's the end of the third quarter. After 3, the score remains 41-0. Wilson with a commanding lead. the end of the third quarter, Manheim Township was up 49-7 on Hempfield. All right, now after changing sides of the field, Heber will take the snap, rolls to his right, has a receiver open. Groff will take the reception. Groff wrestled out of bounds at the 18-yard line.
Pass complete. The Groff.
It'll be 3rd and 6.
Down by McMillan for Wilson. Brings up a 3rd down for the Falcons. Ball at 6 yards to go.
Snap taken, ball is loose, it looks like.
Ball on the play.
Recovered by Huber.
Recovers for Cedar Crest. Brings up that 4th down.
Down immediately, it'll be 4th down now. 4th down and 10 from the 14-yard line.
Groff in punt formation for Cedar Crest.
Nolan Groff back to punt again
For Wilson.
for Cedar Crest. John Tomeo back to return. That punt will go out of bounds.
Punt goes out
At
of
the
bounds
41-yard line,
41-yard
Wilson will take over there. 1st and 10 from their own 41.
1st and 10.
Just under 10.5 minutes here left in the game. 4th quarter and game.
What did he go home with that time? Like 2 containers full of like cupcakes. Oh yeah, I saw it. Oh, because oh, this would be gone tonight. My girl come in and go.
And Nick Cracona, the hard count. Encroachment against Cedar Crest. That's a 5-yard penalty. It'll remain 1st down, but now it's 1st and 5 from the 46-yard line.
After the penalty, 1st and 10, 1st and 5 for Wilson.
Cracona in the game at quarterback. Cleveland Harding now by his side at running back. Cracona snap. Hand off to Harding. Harding cuts it back inside, takes a big hit.
That's Cleveland Harding on the carry for Wilson.
He should have a 1st down, and he will.
1st down.
1st and 10 Bulldogs from the Cedar Crest 49. Cracona takes a snap, drops back, looks to throw, had a receiver, and Darren Ermel, but the pass will be batted down.
Incomplete.
Looked like number 21 on the play for Cedar Crest.
2nd and 10 Wilson.
Zion Durant with the block. Movement on the left side.
Dead ball. False start.
That'll be a false start for the Bulldogs.
1-yard penalty, and replay the down.
Will remain second down, but it'll now become a second down and 15 from their own 46. With 8.5 minutes here to go in the second half. Hand off to Harding. Harding cuts it back up the middle.
Cleveland already on the carry.
Pick up about 4. Say it's a gain of 3 down to the 49. Will be 3rd and 12 now for the Bulldogs.
Poke to him, stop for the Falcons. Brings up a 3rd down.
I guess the hard thing is how are they going to get through here?
They got a game tomorrow. And they have to play in between now and next Saturday. Well, they got tomorrow.
Snap over Kokona's head. He recovers quickly. Gets the pass away, but incomplete. Intended for Evan Williams. And it'll be a holding penalty against Wilson.
Penalty has been declined.
And the penalty will be declined, which will bring up a 4th and 12.
They'll bring up a 4th down for Wilson. Wagner in punt formation for Wilson.
Jack Wagner back to punt. Wagner's kick is a high kick. That ball will come down right next to number 81. Looked like it almost might have touched him, but I don't think it did. It'll be 1st and 10 for Cedar Crest at the 31-yard line. Just under 7 minutes left to play in the game. Snap taken by Huber. Handoff to Marquez. Marquez bounces it to his left. Continues to try to get to the edge, and he's not going to be able to.
Marquez on the carry.
There is a flag on the play.
Wilson. Brings up a 2nd.
Taken down for no gain, but we'll have to see what the flag is.
Horse collar on red.
It'll be a horse collar tackle against the Bulldogs.
15-yard penalty. 1st down.
That's a 15-yard penalty, which also is an automatic 1st down. That'll put the ball up at the 46-yard line now, 1st and 10 for the Falcons. Huber takes the snap, hands off to Marquez. Marquez plows up the middle. Picks up about 5 on the play. He'll have the ball across midfield to the Wilson 49. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Brings up a 2nd and 5.
Man in motion is Groff. Huber snaps. Hands off to Marquez. Marquez bounces it to the left. Looks like he should have the 1st down. He will. Down to the 43-yard line.
Ellig and Taylor on the stop for Wilson.
Will be a new set of downs for the Falcons with 5.5 to play.
At the 43-yard line.
And in motion again. Huber takes the snap, hands off to Marquez. Marquez will plow forward again.
Marquez on the
He
carry.
might have another first down on that. It'll be close.
Taylor, Shepard on the stop.
Looks like they'll have him just short. It'll be 2nd and inches. Yard line of Wilson. Handoff to Marquez. Marquez is going to pick up the first down. He has a seam to the left side. He's going to have room for a lot more.
Marquez on the carry.
He's now inside the red zone.
Down by Ellig.
Taken
First
down at
Cedar
the
Crest.
17-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 from the Wilson 17. Cedar Crest marching, looking for their first score of the game. And the handoff to Marquez is fumbled. Wilson recovers. Right place at the right time.
Ain't over yet. I thought it was going to be sent out last week.
And it's now 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs with just under 4 minutes left to play from their own 19.
First down, Wilson on the 19-yard line.
Kona will take the snap. A handoff given. Dragged down immediately.
But it's got to be second half.
I think that might be Tanga.
That was Booth on the carry for Wilson. Brings up a
Excuse me,
2nd and
Dylan
10.
Bufo on the carry. 2nd and 11 from the 18-yard line now. Kona takes a high snap, fakes the handoff to nobody, bounces it outside.
Kona keeps.
And he'll pick up
Brought down by Cecil for
about 8
Falcons.
yards on the play. It'll be 3rd and 3 now. 3rd and 3 from the 26-yard line.
A 3rd down for Wilson. 3 to go.
2 minutes, 40 seconds here left in the game. Man in motion. Handoff is fumbled, picked up and recovered by Anna DeJesus. DeJesus will pick up about 1, maybe 2.
On the carry. Short of the first down.
That'll make it a 4th and 1 now for the Bulldogs from their own 18.
Horsheimer on the stop for Cedar Crest.
Excuse me, the 28-yard line, not the 18.
4th down for Wilson.
Looks like Wilson's going to try to go for it on 4th and short. Keep the clock moving. Kona takes a high snap. Handoff is given, bobbled. Looks like number 40, Kyle Troutman. Troutman will not have a first down. Will be taken down for no gain on the 28-yard line. And now Cedar Crest will come in. 1st and 10 from the Wilson 28. Minute 20 left in the game for Cedar Crest to put some points on the board here. Man in motion. Handoff to Marquez. Marquez is dropped immediately. He'll pick up about 1 on the play. It'll be a 2nd and 9. With 27. No huddle for Cedar Crest. A minute left in the game. Man in motion again. Snap taken. Fakes the handoff. Heber's going to run with it. He'll toss it back. And Groff is taken down.
That was Groff on the pitch.
It'll be
John Tamayo on the
3rd and short, it looks like.
Oh, on red at the spot, 10-yard penalty from the spot.
But they'll call okay. Sounded like they were calling defensive holding at first, but they will say holding against White, holding against Cedar Crest, which will take the ball back to the 31. It'll now be 2nd and 13 with 45 seconds left in the game. So after what it was a nice little gain there, that'll be completely erased by the holding call. Throw over the top. He's got a wide open receiver, number 11, Ethan Heisey, into the end zone. And Cedar Crest is on the board with 32 seconds left in the game. It'll be 41-6 now for the Bulldogs. Manheim Township game is over. The final score is 49-7. Manheim Township did beat Hempfield. Again, that means barring Cedar Crest scoring 36 points in the next 32 seconds, Wilson will take over first place in the Lancaster-Lebanon League. Cedar Crest is going for 2. And the handoff went to Groff, who ran into his own man. He's taken down in the backfield. Conversion fails. 32 seconds left in the game. Cedar Crest will kick off. John Tamayo and Rafael Fernandez back to return. Lee Wilson's 2nd kick return opportunity of the night. We'll see if they can match the first return that we got out of Capitano. It'll be a line drive kick. And that ball will bounce back into the end zone. That's a touchback.
1st and 10 Wilson.
1st and 10 Wilson from their own 20-yard line.
There's a blue Jeep in our parking lot with its door open. License plate LFP 4313.
Wilson lines up in victory formation. Percona will take the snap, and he'll take a knee. I think that should do it for the game, unless I am mistaken.
Takes the knee. Brings up a second down.
That will do it here in West Lawn as Wilson wins the game 41-6. Again, Wilson moves into first place in the Lancaster Lebanon League, ahead of next Friday's matchup against Hempfield. We will see you here. We'll have to see whether or not fans will be allowed in the stands for that game, but if not, for myself and the team at Wilson Media Productions, we will be back here next week, ready for a game against Hempfield. Thank you guys for watching.
Wilson Bulldogs are here next week at Crest against Hempfield. Kickoff 7 o'clock.